We continue to learn more about the past of accused killer Myles Sanderson and his connection to some of the victims. Senior reporter Katie Nicholson has been looking through court documents to help us understand his history. She joins me now from Toronto. Katie, what do we know these documents reveal about Sanderson's past?
Well, Sam, we have two sets of documents, right? So we have these ones. These are the Saskatchewan Law Court's documents. They have convictions going back to 2008. And we also have the Parole Board of Canada decision documents from February. So just to go through some of them, they really give us insights into Sanderson's long and troubled history, a history of violence, of intimate partner violence, of failure to comply, struggles with addictions. In total, there are some 59 convictions here. And to be fair, most of them have to do with failure to comply with an order or a breach. So the parole board documents are written in a way that really tell a story a bit more. So they tell us that he first used cocaine at the age of 14, that in his 20s he started using meth, that there was chronic issues with alcohol abuse. And with regards to intimate partner violence, it really shows us that he was charged with assault and convicted multiple times over 10 years, and that he had a long history of violence against members of the community. They detail assaults with knives, with a cheese knife, with forks, throwing a cinder block through a woman's car, stealing vehicles, robbery, that sort of thing. In one instance that is really detailed in the parole board documents, he smashed a bathroom door. And what's notable about this is an intimate partner situation where his partner had actually removed the children to the bathtub to be safe. So certainly some terrifying incidents that are illustrated here. There are also details here about previous assaults and attacks on members of the community. And you know, the parole records really speak to his early childhood. And we didn't really know a whole lot about that beforehand, but his parents separated when he was 9. He, at that point, started moving back and forth between his father's home and his grandparents who lived on a First Nation. In both homes, the parole documents tell us he was subject to abuse. He witnessed violence. And when he turned 11, he sort of went back and forth between his mother's home and his father's home into his adolescence. And it also talks about the drastic impact drugs had on him. He told the court at one point that when he used marijuana or alcohol or any other substance, it made him lose his mind.
And Katie, we've learned this isn't the first time that Myles attacked his in-laws.
Yeah, there is an assault record from 7 years ago in which he is accused of stabbing Earl Burns and of attacking another family member, essentially his in-laws, while he during an altercation in their home. And so in that instance, he was handed 2 years. But certainly it tells us a story of a pattern of behavior here. And of course, we know sadly Earl Burns is one of Sunday's victims.
Thanks so much for this, Katie.
You're welcome.
CBC senior reporter Katie Nicholson in Toronto.